Hi everybody, it's Lisa, owner of Peaches Skincare. You can visit us at peachesskincare.com, and I also invite you to follow us on Instagram or Facebook to see a little bit more about who we are and what we do holistically and how we can help you with your skin. If you're just tuning in, I'm a master esthetician, and I have a channel here that is purely about doing things naturally. So I don't put any foundation on. I don't do anything invasive to my skin. In fact, I just got done testing a bunch of sunscreens and I broke out, and you can see it right here, my little breakout. On me, I can dry it really quick with my little techniques, but it definitely will leave a mark for a little bit, so you'll get to see it heal, but I don't want to cover anything up for any of you. And I'm going to teach you, if you're young and you're struggling with your skin, I'm going to teach you how to take care of it naturally. If you're older and you're struggling with your skin, I'm going to teach you how to take care of it naturally and everything in between. I don't believe in hormonal acne. I believe that hormones play a part in you breaking out. We kind of get fluffy, we sweat a little bit more, our bodies become warmer, and the skin is constantly trying to filter. So some of the things that I'm going to teach you may sound a little different than what you have been taught all of these years. If you're looking for makeup tutorials, or if you're looking for Botox, injectables, anything invasive, derma rolling, dermaplaning, microneedling, I'm not going to be showing you that. Those are not things that I do in my businesses or my salons, and these are not things that I believe in. How or what do I believe in, or why do I believe in what I do? It's because I have taken care of clients and I've been able to help them with their skin. We have been able to help them with their skin for over 30 years, 3 decades, and we've been able to do it naturally. We're also really blessed, even though 2 of them are closed right now, to have 3 holistic skincare salons. 1 in Santa Barbara, California, 1 in Naples, Long Beach, and 1 in beautiful Montgomery, Ohio. And in each of those salons, we can see up to 30 on up clients per day. And so I always tell new clients coming in, it's almost as if we're doing this science experiment every day. We do, believe it or not, the exact same facial on every single client. I do not have a menu of facials. I believe the skin needs a very precise and certain thing done to it each time, and I haven't been wrong yet. I believe that you can heal anything naturally, that the skin is normal, but it is what you do to it daily, weekly, or monthly that changes your skin. So it could be that you got a sunburn, it could be that you ate something that didn't agree with you and your skin, largest organ of the body, wanted to filter it out. It could be that you wore foundation. You'll come to learn that I do not believe in foundation. I do think it is one of the #1 causes of acne and aging in women besides the sun and men. And we do believe things to be a little different than, again, what you have learned. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the things that I do while showing you how to anti-age naturally, the importance of working the muscles of your face naturally. So if you tuned in a little bit ago, I told you a little bit about Botox, and essentially what Botox does is it atrophies the nerve or the muscle and keeps it from working out. Now I keep things I'm not a chemist, but I keep things very layman's terms here so that I can explain it to you the way that I would want it explained to me. So imagine that you atrophy your muscle, you completely stop working it out, and then the Botox stops, or it's time to go in for more. Your muscle has never worked out. And so when you're done having Botox, your muscle is actually very weak. And for anyone who says that's not true, I've seen it in thousands of clients. And we have to rebuild and rework the muscle. Laser and chemical peels, my belief again from what I've seen, it actually disrupts the barrier of the skin, it burns the skin, and it causes you might say damage, and so therefore the the premise is that collagen will rush and be built around that damage. Well, I'm sure that some collagen is built, but also the skin protects itself. It says, oh my gosh, what are you doing to me? The same as it does when you use bad product or you put foundation on or bad sunscreen. My face said, what are you doing to me? And the skin will thicken up to protect itself. It's called the callus layer, and it's on your elbows, it's on the heels of your feet, and it can a lot of times be on your knees. It's a very common thing. In fact, when we sit a client down for their first facial, we can actually see where the callus layer starts to begin. Typically, we see it start on the chest, where your bra strap or your bathing suit are. We see really healthy skin, just like typically the skin on your forearm here, or your underarm. We can see where about right here where the chin almost protects the skin. This skin is actually pretty nice right here. But then there is this thick callus layer. And our job at Peaches is we start to remove that callus layer, okay, very gently and non-invasively, so the skin doesn't want to thicken up again, and we start to bring up new tissue. And if you looked at a previous video, I show you with pieces of paper, what can happen in the different layers is you may have some really tough stuff down here. We do most of our damage before the age of 21, 22. Any study that I quote is either from the Journal of Medicine, the Mayo Clinic, the Environmental Working Group, or Stanford, different studies that are done in universities, because that's where all the studies are done. And essentially, we have done all of our damage, so it's almost in your skin, just like an iceberg is what I like to call it. So you're seeing the tip of the issue, and as we remove all of that skin naturally, a lot of times things will come up that you didn't realize you were having issues with, or that was the reason your top layer looked older, looked tired, was broken out, was irritated. And as we start to bring it up and start to heal it, new tissue underneath, I always call it baby tissue, is ready and looking amazing without wrinkles, without irritation, and without problems. Now, sometimes you'll see a wrinkle that is very deep soften. You may see a brown spot get darker and then completely go away, or sometimes you'll actually see a brown spot come up. But the whole point is doing it naturally. So what I thought I would do today is show you on this side of my face how to work the muscles of your face, and what I'm hoping when we're done is that you'll notice that this side of my face seems a little lower. Now, is this temporary? Nothing you do is temporary. This morning I ran and my blood was flowing and my muscles were tight, and as I stretched and calmed down, everything else calmed down. But that didn't mean that I wasn't building muscle or I wasn't oxygenating my cells and getting blood flowing. And that's the same with your face. The more that you do these things, the longer it lasts and the better your skin will be. So I already washed my face, but I thought that I would show you. I'm going to use some Restore. I'm going to do one side of my face. Now, I always use Peaches products. That doesn't mean that you have to. These are pure antioxidant products based on a Harvard University study that showed that only that antioxidants penetrate the skin, and that only antioxidants do it really in the best way. What are antioxidants? Things that you eat. Think things that you eat. Blueberries, pomegranates, pumpkin. Think things that are healthy for the skin. Now, do I think that if you're washing with something other than Peaches, that's bad? Oh my gosh, no. Just comment kindly below. If for some reason there's a reason that I don't think that's the best for your skin, I will let you know, and I will help to guide you towards the right thing. Just gonna wash around my face. Here we go. And then whenever I like to do muscle work, and who am I kidding? I do it every day. I really do all of this every day. I like to wash it. And why did I choose Restore today? For no other reason than I was testing these sunscreens and my skin didn't like it. So I'm just trying to make sure to keep my bacteria and fungus nice and calm, keep my skin calm. I washed first, and now I'm going to use polish. So the way that I would tell you to do this is to wash and then to use some type of a light exfoliation. Now, I believe that with all the masks that everyone is wearing, try not to wear makeup under them. You're just going to break out. That's just the facts. I know people have said, but I have to take my mask off, Lisa, to talk to people. Do you really need to have foundation on? Make your eyes look beautiful. Go to another channel and see how they do eyes. I've been asking some of them to just show us eyes. Do your lips if you'd like to, if you take off that mask. Make your skin just look beautiful, but try not to wear foundation because you're going to have issues with your skin. It's just not going to get better. Also, if you're just tuning in, I recommend only a 100% cotton mask. And if you could do silk, see if silk will work for you as well. My daughter is a nurse, so I know that a lot of you are struggling with that. And if you can, wear something between your medical grade mask like 100% cotton or silk, it really will help you. But also just keeping your skin clean, washing it in the middle of the day, and using something as simple as a Persagel, which is a time-released benzoyl peroxide, my favorite time-released benzoyl peroxide. And I want to say it again, I have seen my theories on skin work every single day for over 3 decades. So there's got to be something to it. I like to just work around my polish, and I always use 100% cotton washcloth. The reason you'll see me using 100% cotton washcloths is simply because I can wash these every single time. I don't like to use anything on my face that has not been a one-use item, if you will. You won't see me use a buff puff or anything like that. I just did another facial reminder, and you'll see me use a Foreo. Okay, so just dry your skin. Now, talking about foundation and talking about skincare, why am I so passionate about letting you all know that when you use foundation and concealer, you're actually making the wrinkles worse. You're actually causing discoloration under your eyes. You're actually causing issues because so many of the products out there have really poor ingredients. And the ingredients lists that you're seeing, if they look like cookies and milk and blueberries, they're not giving you the full picture. I can tell you after making products with a chemist in the United States for years that you have to make sure that no fungus and bacteria is growing in that product, because if it is, you're going to get, the product's going to actually be unstable. You're going to cause problems on people's skin. I've seen it all the time. And you have to put something in the product to make sure it stays stable, or essentially it's just a do-it-yourself at-home product. One of the things that I try to quote to clients sometimes, or I try to let people know is, for example, in 2008, there was a study that showed that 16 hormone-altering ingredients were found in teenage girls. That same study showed that 287 chemicals were found in the umbilical cords of newborn babies. Now, I'm not saying that's all skincare, and I'm not saying that's all foundation, but you have a choice with that. When you go outside and you're breathing in the air, you don't necessarily have a choice with that. You have a choice to smoke or not smoke. You have a choice to put something really healthy in your body or something not so healthy. But yes, do I think there's pesticides and chemicals and all kinds of things that are inundating our skin and inundating our bodies? I absolutely do. But you have a choice with skincare, and you have a choice with not doing something invasive to your body and to your skin. So I love to use facial patches at night. I wear these at night. I wear them on my 11s because, as I said, I won't do Botox. I also work my muscles out. So I just washed it. I polished it to give it a nice, clean place to get all the blood flowing, get things oxygenating. I know my microcurrent can get in there. I also always put on my eye cream whenever I do muscle work. Now, I'm hearing a lot about vitamin K. It's a phytonadione. Phytonadione. I can never say the word, forgive me, but essentially when we have low vitamin K in our body, we can sometimes see the veins under our eyes. Vitamin K is known as a fat soluble It can be blood clotting. When we don't have enough of it in our bodies, you start to see the redness or the blue under your eyes. And they've found in some studies that when you use vitamin K and antioxidants, that it can actually help the under eye area. Well, we've been putting vitamin K in our eye cream for as long as we've been making our eye cream. So it's something that I've always known, but I also add antioxidants to it. As a matter of fact, right on the label, you'll see vitamin A, C, and E, and you'll see coenzyme Q10. So you definitely want to put something under your eyes if you're going to work the muscles of your face. The other thing is, a lot of people have been talking about not using oil with microcurrent. Now in the salon, we don't use oil, but with my new face, I have used my oils or different nourishing things to my skin before, and my new face has done just fine. Now, if you don't agree with that, that's totally fine. Don't use it, but it's just always been good for me. I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to do the microcurrent on one side of my face and how to just work your muscles. And if this video is going too long, just try to enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to put my moisturizer on, and I like to go pretty high, and I'm just going to work this side of my face. And my hope is that you get to see that this side of my face really changes even just a little bit. I don't know that I'll get dramatic change for the very reason that I do it so much. Now, when I learned how to do microcurrent, I learned it with gloves, which is not something I would recommend you do at home. A lot of the procedures that I think are out there are things that really you should have done by either a doctor or a master esthetician. In fact, microneedling is not even allowed in Ohio or California. Estheticians are not allowed to do that, and there's a reason for that. But hey, if you are enjoying doing it, you do you. So I'm working up my face, and I'm working just all the different muscles. Now, I will take probably 30 minutes at night and do this. And I was saying, when I learned how to do this, you're not supposed to talk, because when you talk, you actually work many of the muscles of the face. Now I just went down. Try not to go down. So just go up, and then hold. And just hold. And the point of this is to show you that you don't need to do invasive things to make your muscles look good. And if someone's telling you that a bottle of moisturizer or something they're using made their skin look as beautiful as it did, but really they're doing something invasive, don't be afraid to ask them. I'm sure they will answer you. They may say it made it better or it made the result better. For me, I know that everything I teach you is an actual physical thing that you can do naturally, or something that you can put on your skin that's natural. Okay. So as I said, I typically do this a lot longer, but I wanted to see if you can see a difference. And what Kent and I will do is we'll take a picture at the end. So I'm doing one side of my face. Can you see the blood flow? You can see how this side's a little higher, okay? Now I'm going to use my gua sha, and I love to use my gua sha. Now I showed you how to do gua sha, but for the because I don't want this to go too long, I'm just going to show you how I do it on my face. And I like to go up my neck, and I just like to get the blood flowing. You also know I love to do facial yoga every single day. And a lot of this can be done at night while you're just sitting on the couch. So get under that muscle. The pressure, I would say, is mild, and then just jiggle at your hairline. And I like to do this about 3 times, but you can do it longer. And sometimes you'll even feel a little knot in your face. So what I'm doing is actually working the muscles of my face. I am creating oxygenating cells, or blood is flowing to all the cells and oxygenating. And therefore, it is helping to create collagen, or to keep the collagen that I have nice and strong. I'll go up my eye, and again, I showed you gua sha movements in another video, but I just wanted to show you this, and I'll probably turn off the camera and do a little bit more so that we can get a good picture of you seeing just how high you can make your cheekbones and your skin. And when you do these things, you're babying the skin, you're loving the skin, you're not burning the skin, you're not putting materials into the skin that are bad. Many times your skin will encapsulate around those things. We feel it when we do facial massage or when we do dermabrasion. We'll feel little lumps around people's lips or where they've done injectables or fillers, and the skin gets very confused and actually can cause major issues with it. I also recommend you go on to Real Self. It's called Real Self, and it's a website, and it's essentially different people talking about different procedures they've had. You can punch in, for example, I don't know why I keep thinking microneedling. I think I'm hearing it a lot on YouTube and I'm seeing it, and just the terrifying experiences that they had with it. So before you do those things, please always dig deeper, learn a little bit more. But I'm sure a lot of people that you're watching or talking to might be able to help you with that as well. I hope you can see a little difference in the side of my face. As I said, when we turn off the camera, I'll do a little bit more. My point is just to show you how incredibly simple it is to take care of your skin. It does take time. You're going to have to, just like you get up to go for a walk or make a really good meal, take time and patience to do it. But if you do, you will have the most beautiful, healthy skin at any age. You won't have to cover it up unless you want to and you enjoy doing that. You won't have to inject it unless you want to do that. I hope you won't. And I hope that when you tune in here, you know that you're going to learn about things that you can do for yourself to make yourself feel better, look better, and give you more confidence. I know we're all still going through a lot. I know some of you are out of work. I want to give you a giant hug. I have had a few days of tears myself, just over the emotions of not having any control over opening my salons here in California, and just the frustration with it. You're not alone. I am so grateful for all of you. I know that about 50% of you are not subscribing, so I'm going to ask you from the bottom of my heart to please push that subscribe button. You don't have to watch all the videos, but it helps me to get my content out on YouTube, my natural holistic beliefs of skincare out on YouTube, kind of an anomaly, and push the like button as well. And if you have anything you'd like to say, if you want to teach me anything, say it with love below and you will hear back from me. And I hope you all have an incredible day. We'll have a before and after picture, and I hope to see you next time. Stay beautiful naturally.